Welcome to What's the Deal with Sam? Starring Sam Lilly. Join Sam as he discusses a wide variety of topics.
Bang
Now
Thank
let's
you.
start the show.
Thank you. What's the deal with viewing videos at different speeds? It's like viewing videos at the appropriate speed with the ground. So this is a thing that I've noticed a lot more recently that I guess I didn't realize people really took advantage of that much, but I think it happens more often than I realized. Essentially, there are these tools. Sometimes I think there's been extensions and other things. Depends on the site you're on. Some sites just have it built into the player. I know YouTube does now. I don't know how long it's had that there, I guess, but it's been there for a little while, at least. And basically what happens is that there's this thing you can select for, speeding up or slowing down a video. And this is something that kind of bothers me because, well, like, if you're just getting information, I think it's fine, right? It's just very dry, like, let's just, telling you things, right? Someone's just, like, telling you information, saying stuff. Then it's about, how slow you need it to be for you to, or how fast you need it to be in order for you to, understand it, to retain it, and to keep your attention, to keep going. I get that. And it's something where it makes sense people might do to me because I've been told they talk kind of slow. And so I think if that's a couple people say I talk fast, and usually it's because I'm talking so fast that even slowing it down you can't tell because I'm talking too fast. My mouth doesn't articulate things well enough, so it doesn't really help to slow that down. But I've heard people play my stuff like on a faster speed, right? To get through it faster because I don't talk super fast and because I kind of a dull, droning, monotonous, boring, dull. I'm falling asleep as you're even explaining this right now. Voice, and good for ASMR, I guess, because people fall the fuck asleep to that. But for people wanting to pay attention to what I'm saying, apparently that's not actually impossible, but like very near to it on the map. And my problem with this is that for things, especially something like, for example, the show for comedic effect, right? Or if you're listening to like music and the tempo of that, and how long notes are and everything. Just a lot of the delivery of sound and speech. You're ruining the delivery basically if you change the. Maybe not necessarily even ruining, but you're changing the delivery if you're changing the speed. Because there's certain timing to things, and so it would be kind of shitty for me to have something that's like timed really well, like really well timed like a joke here that I'm throwing in, or a really well timed a really good tempo of a song for what I'm trying to do with it, and have that be sped up or slowed down and have it totally change the tone of it, or like. On the other hand, even if I did something that wasn't funny, but because of the speed it was watched in, it became funny, I don't think I could really take credit for that being funny at that speed, right? Because it's not me doing it. I didn't play, unless I intentionally played it in that speed to make it do that. If somebody else just happened to do that over the thing I did normally, it would be weird, right? So, I don't know. It's something that I find kind of almost like what people can do what they want. It's fine. I can't stop anybody from doing this. Just to consider this idea because it's almost offensive to me. It's kind of like is if imagine somebody like had made like this painting, and you were looking at their painting through tinted sunglasses that are tinted a certain color, and you're like. Just like I just like looking at everything through these. I just prefer that. It's easier for me to look at paintings that way. It's like okay, but you're not really seeing the same thing other people are seeing. You're not really seeing the representation that was supposed to be drawn there, or like changing everything that's colored into black and white, or taking things that are black and white and making them colored, right? just because you're like, I prefer, it's easier for me to look at it that way. Kind of like colorization in movies thing, right? It's like people don't want to watch black and white things that's boring, that's dull to look at, so let's colorize them. And it's like, well, it's the same movie, it's just colorized, right? Well, it does take something away from the artistry of setting up those shots that were done in black and white with the lighting and the different shades and everything. And it's turning into something that it really wasn't intended to be. Or at least, at the very least, never was. It couldn't take credit for that at the time, so like it's really a really strange thing to do. So, I mean, I don't know why it would be okay with the different speeds of videos, and that's why like editing live streams right now. It's taking me a long time because I won't speed it up to try to make that faster to listen to things and watch them because I want it to be like the natural flow. Because how do I know if something that happens is really cool or funny, or if I even if I catch everything, if I'm watching it a speed that's way too fast, or if I'm watching something that's like way too slow, it's not going to work the same way. So what's the deal with watching YouTube videos at different speeds? It's like changing the speed limit with the ground. What's the deal with sand? What's the deal with sand? What's the deal